y'all. Hey. It is Charlene and Brian, My Crush Podcast. Hope y'all been listening. We are back with a little bit of a different format. We are going to do 15 minutes. 15 minutes that has already started. We are going to debate, whatever you want to call it. Brian versus Charlene. Opinion versus opinion. You ready? We have already started. We got 14 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, because you
and
just
no matter
talked
what,
that long.
at 000, we got to end it. No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
All right.
All right. Question before we start.
I ain't said the topic.
Oh.
So today we're going to talk about who apologizes first, or who really apologizes first, or who should apologize first.
Why are you talking so fast? Because you think you got 15
minutes?
minutes?
Yeah, because I'm like, we got to get it in.
Slow it down.
Who
we did.
really apologizes first? That's the topic. We got 14 minutes and 8 seconds.
Well, you got to come up with it.
You said you got a question.
What is half of 10 plus 10?
Oh my God, 10.
Wrong.
Okay, what's the answer?
I'm not going to give you the answer. You have to follow us to get the answer. But what is half of 10 plus 10?
I'm going to need the answer.
I'll give you the answer afterwards.
Okay, half of 10 plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 plus 10 is 20, so half of that is 10.
Wrong.
Okay, cool.
All right. That is incorrect.
What kind of question is that?
It's a riddle.
Okay.
Ain't my fault that you didn't get it right.
I didn't because I don't
Somebody else
TikTok.
in the comments probably will get it
you
right.
Got that on TikTok? Okay,
anyway,
so here we go.
Taking all my time up. Let's
with
go.
I'm going to let you go first with the
I ain't
debate.
gotta go first. You go.
I don't debate. No. You go first.
Okay.
Go.
All right, so who apologizes first?
Whoever was in the wrong.
That's
it.
No, that's who is supposed to apologize first. But in our relationship, let's just start.
Say, we're talking about us.
Let's talk about us, and then we can do general a little bit
we
later.
ain't gonna have time. 13 minutes.
All right, so in our relationship,
yeah.
Let's say, for instance, both of us are wrong.
Is that possible?
Mm-hmm. It has been possible a lot.
Okay.
Who is the one that's going to come and apologize first?
Okay. Oh, you want me to go ahead and answer that? I'll answer it for you.
Can you silence your phone?
I know. I'm sorry. Buzz. Y'all probably heard that. You're going to hear it because I'm
Give me an apology right now for that.
I am so sorry. So who usually apologizes in our relationship first? Me. M to the E. So, y'all, we did not discuss this before. So I'll say my point, then you can say yours. I wish I could have recorded sessions of us having our discussions, arguments, whatever you want to call them. Because almost all the time, let's just say I come to you with something that I'm feeling, that conversation usually ends with, okay, I'm sorry, I'll do this. Say that. Say that's a lie. Say it. Say that's not true.
Just finish what you're saying
before
I come to with my...
I end it with, okay, like even if I came to you with something, you're very lawyery. So you're very good at like, and then at the end I'm like, oh shoot, okay, I'm sorry. Well, I'll do this. Go. Say it ain't true. You got 11 minutes.
I don't think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Has that happened before? Yes, but does that equate for all of the occurrences of arguments that we have? No.
85%.
Okay, you just made that up.
I just did it in my head.
Okay, so the question is, who apologizes first?
Yeah.
When I'm in the wrong and I feel I need to apologize, I'm going to be the one to apologize.
So you see what you just said?
Let me
when
finish.
I feel. Oh, you're
no.
Not
When I feel. When I am in the wrong, I will apologize for my portion first. Correct. End of topic. When you are in the wrong, I have to be lawyery to show you how you were wrong, rather than you just admitting and taking accountability for your wrongdoings. So that's why it ends up in a conversation every time that you do something or you offend me. I have to explain to you and break it down. Like, why did you offend me? And then this is how I reacted this way. But I got to go through this whole series of explanations before you can take accountability just to apologize.
Okay. I want to make sure you're.
I'm good there.
Okay.
On that point. Come on.
Okay. So I would like to go back to where you said, when I am wrong, I will apologize first. If you have listened, this is my Article 1. Please see Article 1 in the defendant statement.
Ain't no articles.
We in court. This is the jury. The jury is watching us.
I didn't know this was court because I would have brought my receipts.
Oh yes, in receipt number 1.
I didn't know that this is what we were doing.
If you have ever listened to the podcast, Brian has said several times, and I wish we could go back and find these times. He says 90% of the time, or I don't know, he might say 95% of the time, he is right. He has said that. That is really what he thinks a lot of the time. He says 95% of the time I'm right. So if you have somebody that says 95% of the time I'm right, you only think you're wrong in 5% of our 25 years of discussions. That in itself is incorrect. And that in itself would go to my side of the debate of you don't really apologize first. Now, I will say this, very important. As the years have gone, as we have grown, you have gotten a little better at stepping back and looking, and this is as a whole. We still have many of those moments of, you just think you're right most of the time. Stepping back. Stepping back. Oh, how much time? Okay.
Don't worry about the time.
Stepping back and looking at, okay, Charlene. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, da-da-da-da-da. You've gotten better at that. But I got to go to another point that you had brought up. Many times
you're just going to get all your points out and I can't rebuttal.
Like you did.
I got 1 point.
Oh, no, because I'm finna address another one.
You're dropping 2 points.
8 minutes, 30 seconds. This is so stressful. So another thing you said is that you have to explain all these things to get me to understand. And yes, a lot of times the way my brain works, I don't, for whatever reason, immediately see kind of what the issue is and what the problem is. And then you explain it. Excuse me. You explain it.
That's when you're coughing. That's when you're lying.
That means
that's
sinus
when you're
problems.
choked up.
And then I more so understand. And I'm able to come back with okay, I didn't really see it like that. I am sorry. Okay, go. So I can drink some water.
Okay, so number one, I think that was a hurtful statement. You hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Because you said that about being 95% right most of the time. Now, here's how you hurt my feelings.
I was
Let me
repeating
show you.
what you told.
I understand, but you don't believe it. So here's how you're hurting my feelings. Because I do believe that I try to put my best foot forward in anything I do, especially when it pertains to you. Right? So therefore, I have to go in with the belief that I'm not trying to, or I didn't offend you in any way. That's how I'm led, right? But when I am corrected and I see my wrong, I admit and I take accountability for my wrong.
Okay.
So you hurt my feelings when you said that.
No. So what hurt your feelings?
It don't even matter. I don't even feel like explaining it. I don't even want to have to go down the road of explaining it. But overall, who apologizes first is what the question was, and I'm going to go back to it, right?
Okay.
If we had a timer like we do right now, and we were in an argument, it takes me quicker to get to my apology than it takes you to get to yours, because I have to go through the explaining. Let's just go with yesterday. The disagreement that we had, it took us from the time we left the restaurant to the time we got back home, and 5 minutes or more afterwards for you to say, I'm sorry.
But do you realize that
it was an explanation from the restaurant? I had to explain every single detail.
It was after we got in the garage, and that explanation, that part that you said made me go,
right.
Oh wow, wait, what?
But you couldn't just apologize from the jump.
Because I didn't understand what.
Does it matter if you understood?
I think so. Okay, so that's a great point.
Okay, come on.
6 minutes.
You got 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, come on.
You're taking up time.
Okay, get to it.
So that was a really important point. God dog it. What was I finna say?
I don't know. I can't argue your point.
Darn it. You threw me off with the song.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What were we saying?
We're talking about the conversation from yesterday, right? I had to break down the points before you can to say you're sorry. And you were saying that
and you said
that's
that
part of it.
I should have just said I'm sorry from the beginning. But I didn't understand the issue. I didn't know, like, when we talked about this very clearly, I was like, I was very confused as why there was an issue. I was very confused at what did I do? I was very, very confused by that. So this is important, I think, to other relationships.
Come on, you got 5 minutes.
I know, because we gotta bring it to other relationships.
I don't know about no other relationship, but I got a scenario that I can talk to.
Other people need to understand when it comes to these situations, when you are having an argument, whatever, right? I don't even think it's about who apologizes first. It's about, I think, both of you.
If you're wrong, your ass should apologize.
Both of you coming to a point of saying, you know what, how did you feel about this? How did you feel about this? And understanding that. And then it's like, okay, yeah, I do apologize because I didn't even realize that hit you like that. I had no idea. And I think that's really important in relationships because yesterday is a great example. It just happened. And then we both sitting there bothered. And I'm not understanding why you was bothered with me. And then you're like, well, how you know the conversation.
Right.
And so I think it's really important to get to an understanding of what happened in the beginning. What made this even start? So sometimes it's really important that I think this is important to get across. Whatever works for you, works for you. And I think a lot of times for us, sometimes I think we need to step back. Sometimes I think coming back to the conversation can help instead of just having to talk about it right there. Once you've been together long enough and you can just do that.
Hey, well, see, we got together in the 1900s. Right? We ain't got that much time. So we just got to hit it. Yeah, if you early in your marriage, you got time. But doggone it, we 25 years in this thing. I don't know how much time we got left. So let me say this to you.
Yes.
Right? So
I'm listening.
I understand that you have to understand before you apologize. Hence is the reason why I'm saying it takes you longer to get to the apology than me. When I was in my immaturity, remember this, right? We was in high school.
Okay.
I ran over your foot
with the car
in my red Nissan Sentra. It was an accident.
My Lord.
But as an immature teenager, I thought it was funny. Because you didn't seem hurt. You were like, oh, you ran over my foot. Because it didn't really hurt, right?
It did hurt. The tire ran over my foot.
You just knew it ran over your foot. But in my immaturity, there was no apology. I just thought it was funny. And you was okay, right? But in my maturity, what would have happened is like, baby, are you okay? Regardless if I understood or not, your pain or hurt.
Ran over my foot.
You could have been lying. I don't know. But the first thing I do is supposed to just say, baby, I'm sorry. Apology should come faster than your understanding. That's my point.
Okay. Cool. So in y'all's,
I wrapped that up.
That was good, baby.
That was good.
That was good. But I think it's really important because sometimes some people will just say I'm sorry without knowing what they're sorry for. And so therefore they'll continue to do the offense. And that's my point. You need to understand
that's
because
not what
if
the topic
not,
is.
You'll just continue to do whatever you're doing because you're like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You sorry for what?
Sound like a rap.
What you sorry for?
No, I agree, right? There's a part of the process that you have to do is apologize. Yeah. But then there should be understanding. There should be understanding, then repair and all this other stuff. So therefore I ran over your foot. I should apologize first. Understand, number one, what was my fault in this process. And then number two, understand your hurt and pain. And then how do I repair this situation? Do I take you to the doctor or do I massage your feet or do I buy you more shoes? Right? Now that's where the repair comes in. And I think that is the wrapping of an apology.
Yeah. So it sounds like we were both right there. Oh my goodness, you can't even do it.
How we both right?
I think that was a perfect ending. We were both right.
Since we got 1 minute, statistically, studies do show. This is just studies. I'm gonna put it out there that women apologize first. That's what it shows, and statistically, they show that men don't. And part of that reason is because men are protectors and fixers. So therefore, we're trying our best to be right in the midst of everything, right? So that's where I go back to my point is like 95% of the time I'm right because I am doing my best effort to be right. It's like charge it to my head and not my heart because I'm not trying to offend you. But in the chance that I do offend you in my protecting and in my fixing, I apologize.
So
well, let's wrap this up. Let's just wrap this up because time is up.
I know we got 1 minute for real.
Time is up.
So,
let's go.
Real quick. It's cool that you may not know and they may not be in your head and your heart, but I can just use other examples of other people that I have come across that have hurt my feelings and maybe they weren't trying to, but
they owe you an apology.
What you're saying when you're saying it as an adult at some point in your life, you got to go, oh man, what I just said, that was a little harsh.
Some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people don't know until you bring it to their opinion.
Oh, we got 30 seconds.
You bring it to their attention. They should apologize. If they don't apologize, then that's a different conversation. That's a different podcast, different topic.
Okay.
All right.
So, whoa.
Yep. We cut it off.
Keep talking about that. But thank you so much for listening to this 15 minutes. And we're going to do these 15 minutes every time. Hope y'all can catch us. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Crushing with the Falters.
YouTube.
Fosters. Yes, YouTube.
And coming up, Facebook.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you can listen to us on all the podcast things. Look up MyCrush,
Apple,
one word.
Spotify.
One word, MyCrush. MyCrush. Bye!
That's it.
That's a good little ending.
That's your wake up alarm.
I need to change that, yes.
Howdy.